Edward arrived at the yards with some cattle trucks to find Winston waiting in the midst of some trucks. Winston was a quiet, mid-sized tender engine who was head of the goods trains on the Northwestern Railway. Edward noticed Winston looking at the tunnel mouth with bated breath. Edward knew what he was looking for. The fat director, fed up with their behavior, had sold 98462 and 87546 off. Soon their replacement would be arriving. I take it he hasn't come yet? No, I really wanted to meet him because I was from the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway too, Winston explained. Oh, well, hold out a little hope, chap. I'm sure. Into the yard streaked a black tender engine. The engine stopped next to Winston, a long train bobbing behind him. They peered interestedly at each other. The two looked almost identical. You know, me mates down in Liverpool said I might recognize someone here. I didn't realize they meant another one of me. Well, I knew one of my classes being worked on when I was built, but I had no idea that they had actually finished one. What's your name? Edward ventured. My name's James, pride of the LNYR, James said with an air of superiority. Well, James, my name is Edward, and this is my colleague Winston. We welcome you to the island of Sodor and our Northwestern Railway. It's a pleasure to be here. Where might I be able to shump these trucks away? At our harbour. There's another goods train ready for you to take next. James suddenly looked upset. More trucks? I've handled these great ugly boxes my whole life. Why can't I get some nice coaches? It's important work, Winston said, a little annoyed. You're lucky to be tasked with it. Collect those trucks before the fat director sends you right back. James scoffed. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the shed this morning. I doubt a jolly man like a fat director could bother me. You'd be surprised, Edward added. Our Topham Hatt can have quite a temper. Fine, but I expect to pull coaches later. And James sauntered away, leaving Edward and Winston most bemused. I've hardly seen you get that upset over something so trivial before, Edward noted, concerned. I just think he should be more grateful, Winston said shortly. I see, said Edward, not entirely convinced. Well, I hope he doesn't bump the trucks too much. Did you smell what was coming from him? Yes, burnt wood. A classic sign of wooden brake box. I hope he doesn't get into trouble on his first day. Edward could only agree. Meanwhile, in the harbor, James was finding a place to leave his trucks. However, his way was blocked by a large blue engine. So, the fat director has gotten another one of you little tender engines. I'm not sure you'll be able to keep up with the workload, the engine jeered. James was offended. I'm much more capable than you think, he snapped. Really? It smells like you can't even brake right. Oh, that's that's enough, Henry. A large red tank engine appeared next to Henry. Leave our new recruit alone. Buzz off, Lily. Go play with your little hill friends. Don't take that tone with me, Lily snapped. Go stick in a tunnel. Henry snorted off, leaving James most perplexed. Stick in a tunnel? He asked. It's a long story. You must be our new engine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lily. I run a branch line not far from here. I'm James. James quite liked this little engine. Edward said I needed some trucks. Ah, that must be the train over by the quay. You can leave this lot over there too. Right, thank you. And James hurried away. He backed his train next to the waiting trucks and left to find a turntable.
Who's that?
one of the waiting trucks barked.
That's the new engine. He's the hot shot.
The waiting truck sniffed the air.
Smells literally hot. I bet he's got wooden brake blocks. He'll be a nice and easy target.
Another truck chuckled.
We better humble him before he gets any ideas.
The trucks all clamored and giggled as James backed down. He gave them a bump. "Shape up!" he called. The trucks followed along obediently at first. They passed through the yard, where Edward gave a polite peep peep. The trucks came along quietly, biding their time. As they passed an old castle, the tracks fell a bit. This was all the heavy trucks needed. They surged into James. He applied his brakes, but it only took a minute before they were on fire. With no way of slowing the train down without setting the line side ablaze, the driver and fireman were helpless. James rocketed through the station Thomas was shunting at. He screamed, "Help! Help! My brake blocks are on fire!" Lynn and Thomas were most surprised.
I'd like to teach those trucks a lesson.
Thomas the tank engine gritted.